So what I want to fix is that.
Oh. You're gonna dull your blade all the hell.
I don't know, 2x4?
Well, if you hit the switch.
Like that. Get away the camera, bud.
Oh, you're filming. Oh, sorry.
Did it pull better?
Oh, no, that's better.
I could use.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to cut all along this bottom gap.
Oh.
And I was like thinking, well, it's a nice tight gap. It's
No, it's just.
All right.
I should have put that up.
I see. Well, that's nothing. I thought it was going to be a whole different deal.
Sorry. So, you've been busy with the windowing?
The window.
I got sunglasses on, I just realized.
You want to go get your glasses?
Nope, I'll just take them off and I'll be blind. Okay?
This.
You like your pointing.
See, this is what I need the wedges for, to go onto the back side.
The shims.
But this whole structure, first of all, there was never any glass here, ever, when I got here. And all this wood on the old frame, which I got over on the bench we'll look at, was just rotten and fucked to shit. And when I was taking the old framework out, this floor joist, as you can see, nothing supporting it. So this board here was all bowed down, which I suspect is why the window was broke.
Yeah.
And never replaced.
Because it crunched it?
Yeah, I think that when the house settled over the years, it fucking finally broke that piece of glass. So I got this here temporarily and to jack this up, and it actually went up probably, I bet, a good ½ inch.
Yeah.
And so now this board is fairly straight, but this board is obviously not enough to support this. So instead of one big window, I thought I'm going to put another board in the middle.
Oh, you can actually put a piece there.
2x4
nice.
to carry that load and make 2 smaller windows, which I can now use.
The plexiglass that I got from.
The plexiglass.
Oh, where did I get? Tap Plastics. I got that at Tap Plastics in California. I'm glad I brought that.
Yeah, these 2 pieces here, this one, there's another one that I can cut to use for that. Because at first, I was just going to use glass.
You were going to use that glass.
I was going to use this glass.
Because we're going to be replacing that with one of those windows that I salvaged from the Red Rooster.
Yeah, and I actually bought a glass cutter because I thought, well, I can cut it to size. And then I realized it's got to have some support.
Yeah.
But I got all the old wood from the original framework of that window.
Here, should we move a light over? Oh, you already got a light. Never mind.
Here's the outside trim piece.
Okay.
Now this I'm going to salvage.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to use the Durham's Rock Hard Water Putty on. Is to rebuild this back up because it's just a drip edge. This actually
This is the top?
Yeah, this actually slips under the siding.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Over the top.
And that seems fine. Is that cedar?
I don't know what if that is, but
Looks like something.
But that's just an outside trim piece. Now here, look at this. This is the original sill plate that was in there.
Here, put it. Oh, that's like balsa wood now.
Yeah, that's what was originally in there. And here's the original side pieces.
Okay.
Look at that. I mean, it's just shredded. And there's the other side, so it went like this.
Are these the bits of trim that go around the sides? Will you need to replace that too, or can you reuse those?
Some of these are reused, some of these I recut.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, and these will be the pieces that fit in there over the glass.
Yeah.
And trim out the glass. But as you can see, it's got that angle cut. So they slipped in there so that the sill was at an angle. And I did the same thing over there, which is why I need the shims. So that the sill plate will be like that, so when the rain hits it, it'll run out.
Should we go outside to look at how it is?
We can.
Okay.
And here's the other, this was the top piece that fit into those. And then they fit into there like that. But as you can see, this whole thing.
It's kind of roached.
Oh, it was completely roached. And then these are just trim pieces that will go on the front. But what they did that I like that I'm going to do is they also cut those at an angle to fit tight against there, which I'm going to do the same thing.
The window will not be openable, right?
It will not be openable.
Well, if we're going to do that, then why don't we do 2 panes of plastic? You have an air gap there. Would that be good?
Well, yeah, if I got enough, we could do that.
Because I could buy more. Or at least we could leave the option open for it, maybe.
And right now, it's all just test fit in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove it all. The underside will be completely filled with construction adhesive. But we can go outside to get, but as you can see, I cut these corners the same way the original one was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, that light don't help much. But as you can see, that was been cut and it actually goes down on each side.
And you use that nice 1902 2x6 too.
Yeah.
Yellow pine. So
and I actually sanded some of this, is which is why it looks as good as it does right now. But as you can see, those aren't completely square. This is actually at an angle here. I don't know if you can tell that.
Yeah, I can tell it. Lighting's all messed up out here, so let's go outside and see it from out there.
There's what the new frame is going to look like. You know, I got it all cut the way the old one was, and there will be trim pieces going around the whole thing.
You're gonna reuse this piece?
Yeah. Yep, that's...
No sense in wasting a new board.
All of this was made from that scrap that we have. I'm like, oh, well, let's see, that'll work.
A while ago, you were like, oh, do we really need all this stuff?
Now everything I make, I find from pieces we got.
From the lumber pile.
Yeah.
Because we have like our own little hardware store back there.
Yeah. And this line here represents where the center board will be, and then there'll be two panes.
So you didn't do that cut, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I made this. I made it the way the original one was, and it's the same on the other side, and it's the same down here. You can't see it, but that.
Oh, I thought this was the piece that was originally on this.
Oh no,
so
no. This entire window.
I forgot that we have so much extra use stuff. That this is just something from somewhere else.
Like 100% of this window is going to be handmade out of stuff we already had.
And so that other trim stuff will go around here, right?
Yeah,
and like up there.
There will be that top piece, and then the trim on either side.
That stuff might be cedar, so it should probably be better than anything we have.
And then those small little ones will be the pieces that go, well, that'll hold the glass in.
Oh, like glazing or...
Yeah.
Well, no, glazing is the putty?
The glazing is the putty, because I went to the hardware store, and you could buy the bottles of putty, or tubs, and it says right on it, glazing. But there ain't going to be no glazing in this. That's what that wood will be.
It'll be plastic. Oh, sorry. I keep thinking of it as the panes. I'm sorry. My viewers said it was the panes, and so whatever.
Well, the glass is the pane, the putty is the glazing. But originally this had one piece, but I thought...
How's that? Is that kind of getting eaten up?
This is the board that they nail over the studs of the house,
is that a 2x4?
And then nail the clabbers over the top of that.
Oh, I see. So it's like a 1 by something.
Oh, yeah, they're all what? Like 1 by 8s or something?
Yeah, and they're a little eaten up, so.
They are a little bit, but I mean, this is what, from the 20s?
Yeah, 25.
And like, this is all, I'm going to fill that gap of, all these gaps will be filled. It'll be all trimmed, and it'll have 2 panes. It's going to be fucking sweet.
We probably won't capture all the work on camera, but we'll definitely catch the updates for this video. So what's the game plan? Like,
for this one?
Well, I mean, you're probably going to finish that one first and then go to this one?
Yeah. You showed them those big windows.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One of those is going to go in here.
They're the ones that are leaning up against the wall.
This is going to be the same kind of thing. All that crap will be ripped out, and I'll put a new sill plate in like that, and it'll be all reframed. It's all going to be reframed with decent stuff, and it'll just be one solid window. Because those are the double paned good ones.
The camera, what the hell? Fluid head on that thing.
It's going to be like, we're talking and slowly going.
Yeah, it was. So
I'll have an extra piece of window.
So then that pane can be used on something else.
Yeah.
What are you thinking that should be used on?
Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but maybe probably one of these kind of windows, because upstairs there's a window that doesn't even have the frame. I'm going to have to make the frame and everything.
Yep. And this is just barely held in there.
Set in there.
It's a replacement, a bad replacement.
And like the bottom there?
Yeah.
There was never any pieces on there.
There wasn't?
The original, no, none.
Oh, wow.
So those, I got to recreate all that. So like 100% of this window is all going to be remade from stuff we've got, which cost nothing. And I'm going to have a nice
little bit of time.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 minutes removing nails.
Oh yeah, that came out real easy because that stuff was so rotten. The sill plate was just setting in there. I'm like, oh, how am I going to get that out? I started prying on it. Freaking thing slid right out. It was so rotten, nothing left of it. Like that, as you can see.
Well, this was underground because the dirt was up to here.
That's just it. Same with that. That's why that was. Well, look at the ground.
Yeah, you had to dig away.
We dug all that away. All this ground went right up. I think the bottom board here was covered even all the way across to all of this, which is why it got so rotten. It was in direct contact with
You know
the
what?
ground.
What if we got like a piece of a railroad tie that's already pressure treated with creosote and put that there?
That might be a little big.
Yeah, but I mean, I could cut it with a chainsaw.
I am gonna have to make up some difference because the window, I think, is only like 22 or 24 inches.
Well, that's what I'm meaning. If we need a big beam, I don't know. It's an idea.
Yeah. Another thing about this window is, see how wide that is?
Yeah.
The original sill plate was only that wide.
Oh.
And they had poured the cement.
Oh.
And it was just like loose. And I'm like, well,
I was wondering where that came from.
And it was like real loose. I'm like, fuck that. I just tore it right. Well, I didn't really have to tear it. I just grabbed it and pulled it out. And I thought,
That's
well, I'm just
weird.
going to make a full width. Because the original one was only like that. And for some reason, I don't know why they did that. It's not part of the original foundation.
Because they're weird half-assed landlord people.
And I believe, as you can see down there on the edge, they did
That's
the
what they
same
did. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, because I pulled some of that out.
Yeah. So that's all going to go too.
So here's a question. There's gonna be like the little trim that holds the glass in.
Right. On both sides.
How hard would it be to put a piece of glass behind that trim later on to have a dual pane? Like if we happen to find a piece, we could then put another layer of trim.
You could, because
Okay.
there's going to be that little trim piece, the glass, and then behind the glass is going to be the same 4 trim pieces going all the way around each one.
We should try to make sure
hold it in.
we should try to make sure that it's flat, so then we can always put something behind it, another thing of trim.
You could.
Because
conceivably you could go
Yeah.
as many as you want.
But like I think having a second pane of, even if it's plexiglass, would probably help a lot in winter.
It might, yeah.
Ow, my knee. Got a saw at Harbor Freight.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah.
you know, they know we've already got one of these, right?
Yeah.
All those cuts, everything I made, all those joints I had to make was all made with the other saw, which is even a little bent up. So this one ought to work even more.
Only $10. And we got some
Tonight when I
books.
finally hit the bed, I'm going to look through this and go, oh, I should do this and I should do that.
I bought that for him.
Because, oh, hey, let me show them this. We got to go to the front door.
Okay, oh, come on.
We were at the bookstore today and I seen this and I opened the front cover and I looked and I seen this door and I'm like, wait a minute, see that detail?
Yeah.
I looked, I'm like, I've got that! It's right there!
That also has the kitchen cabinet set. That, well, let's see. I mean, I didn't really look through it yet, but there was one where it was the wooden cabinets.
Ooch. I mean, look at that. There's so many great ideas in here.
Yeah. Oh,
And
look at that.
Yeah, and this is all the style of this house, you know,
Yeah.
arts and crafts.
Well,
home.
it's a little different, but it's the same inspiration.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, like this detail isn't precisely the same.
Like,
as that door.
you could also call this an arts and craft as far as I can
Yeah.
tell. It was like a variant of
But
it.
when I seen that door and I thought I've got that same type of detail.
And I got that. An art
And
book.
there's some cool pictures in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love this kind of stuff.
I bypassed probably 4 other books I wanted to get.
Uh-huh.
Here's the window
Okay.
that we're gonna try to put in.
Oh, and I should say it's been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a week.
And I've got all the other pieces are right there. And that'll be for like the back side of the glass. Well, actually, it'll be the back side of the plexiglass, which I have cut to go in here.
Nice.
And here is that molding that goes on top.
Ah, I
that?
see. Yeah, you broke
I
it.
had that all shaped and formed.
You thought you could. You thought you could revive it.
Well, I did, but I was, and it goes right there. And I was messing with. I still got to make new trim pieces.
Yeah.
But I was messing, you know, just checking the fit, and I let it go. And it hit the ground and it busted all out. So I'm like, son of a bitch. So I'm just gonna make a new wood one.
Which says that's 2 pieces that are nailed together.
Yeah, that's 2 pieces.
That's not too bad.
But I got to make that cut and that cut.
And now we have the
I'm-
table saw.
Yeah, which I'm gonna do with the table saw. But I had that. Oh, you should have seen it. It was beautiful. It was all flat.
That's a crying shame.
Yeah.
But the rest of it looks great. You've been doing a lot of work.
Yeah. And so like and this is the final trim pieces. So it, you know, it'll look like that. And then it'll get all painted.
This is honestly one of those projects where it's best to spend only like 45 minutes a day on.
Oh, I worked on this thing for, oh God, what, like 3-4 days straight.
Yeah.
I had this thing, together and apart yesterday about 3 times.
Oh, I bet.
Trying to get it all.
I just mean like not on camera, not when there's like a rush.
Right.
Or
If the
you
camera
just have to be here like
yesterday, I'd have really been struggling.
Oh, I love how that looks. Oh my God.
And when it's
That
all
looks so-
painted up,
that
it's
looks-
going to be nice.
But that wood looks so beautiful. Is that any of the wood that I got?
All of this is from the scrap.
It's so beautiful.
And then, you know, then the trim piece will go right
Yeah.
on top of it like that.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. I love that wood.
Yeah, and this was all hand done with this saw.
Yeah. Without using the...
And then I filled the holes with the Durhams, you know. And that's all Durhams filling the nail holes.
Oh, nice.
So that when it's painted, it'll be nice and it'll look nice.
Yep.
So today, I just want to try to get it in the hole and get it secured. Get the glass in, or the plexi anyway. Because I'm just going to put a bead of caulk. Throw the plexi in there, and then those pieces will go on the back side holding it in.
Yep.
And I thought plexi would be good because it's at like yard level.
Lawnmower level.
So if I'm mowing and it shoots something at it.
So if you hit that sewer cap again, and it goes flying, that PVC won't ruin your...
There's 2 of them out in the yard.
And you've hit both of
them. I've had to replace the caps on both. In fact, I'll do that right now. Yeah, she's pretty taut, yeah. Okay.
I could imagine that's probably doing that for the rest of the house eventually, just like slowly jacking up the parts that are falling down as they've, you know, because there's a section where they've cut beams and such most likely.
Yeah, because they got the floor joists, and there's like nothing supporting it. But I guess it's been that way forever. Okay, let's take it outside and see if we can slide it in the hole. Yeah, this is either going to go good or it's not going to go good. Oh, and it went way easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have to struggle.
That is very beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. That's great.
Now I'm going to go back in and get some nails because I'm going to tack it in on the sides and on the top. And then I've got construction adhesive I'm going to shoot underneath. And then I'm going to caulk the craft out of the lines, especially over here. Look at this.
Yeah, and it's all kind of eaten away anyway.
So I'm going to caulk the craft. And then the trim's going to cover the rest of it and it's going to be painted white. Well, hell, that went way easier than I thought.
That's some quality craftsmanship right there.
And then it's all hand done with a hand saw in my eye. Okay, well, yeah, let me go in and...
Yeah.
Okay.
CPM has gone up to $8 per $4.
Well, I tell you what, you can't watch a video for more than 2 minutes before I mean, literally 2 minutes. Okay.
So you just remove the jack? Oh, that's in there. Good, too.
And this is providing some support for this floor joist.
Yeah. Let me see if I can...
I'm gonna get a couple more nails in.
Want me to do this one if you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
One on the top, right where this floor joist is, ought to do.
Okay.
That should be enough. Okay, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, so you have plenty of room. Like, once I find more plexiglass, we can make more panes and just easily slap them on the back of here, right?
You could.
Yep. Use some nice double pane ones.
All right, let me get my caulk gun. I'm gonna put a bead of caulk.
You're gonna do it on here too, or is that later?
Yeah, I'm gonna end up caulking all this before I get the trim on. I still gotta make the new trim pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, because the old ones are like the rest of this wood, they're just kind of too far gone.
Yeah. I keep getting distracted by that dumpster with the beautiful old wood in the back of it on that truck. Just sitting there enticing me.
I got my shims here. This thing is a rock now.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to then I'm going to shoot my construction adhesive all in the bottom and seal that, because there's a little gap there.
So this is already doing its job of holding up the house,
right?
Which is good. You know, I wonder if the living rooms, like the flooring's gotten straighter because of that.
You know, right here it might have.
Yeah.
Because when I did jack this up, I actually probably went up a good 1/4 inch. And there's like, what, the windows are right above this?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me grab the. Oh, it's coming. There we go.
Oh, one of my friends from the game, Final Fantasy, her name's Stace, told me that you're a national treasure.
Oh yeah?
Yep, really like seeing the videos.
I noticed some of the videos get a nice amount of views too. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, they do. Especially these house videos.
I seen, I don't know who it was, but somebody, and he had like millions, and I'm like, how is that even possible?
I wish there was a top plastics around here. Oh, look at that. That's so good.
Put a little more seal on a couple of spots.
I like that.
Yeah, I want to see how it looks from out there.
You know, I really like the fact that there's smaller panes too. I mean,
instead of one big one.
Maybe bigger panes was like a thing that people liked, but I like smaller panes. They're more intricate, and they fit the style better.
I did that for 2 reasons. One, I didn't really have one. I was going to use that one over there, but then I thought, well, if I did 2, I could now have the support, which was a big deal. And I thought, well, 2 small ones, that's going to look just fine.
And plus, 2 small ones, they don't bow in and out as much. Sometimes you see big plexiglass windows and they kind of like bow in or out from the heat. At least I've seen that before. Oh, I can't really compensate that.
Oh, is it like bright or something?
Yeah, I tried turning up the brightness, but then it looks like you're looking at a big strobe light.
Oh.
It's just like this. It's the God halo effect.
Can you see it? I mean,
that's fine. Yeah.
Good enough anyway?
Yeah, good enough. That actually looks kind of cool being diffused light like that.
Oh, the blue?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, you put it on the wrong side.
I did.
Oh my god.
Can you go out and tear that off then?
Yeah, I can. It's an honest mistake.
Son, I'm like, why can't I grab it?
I was thinking of that too. It's like, wait, what?
You're gonna end up pulling some caulk out with that. But.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh.
You can push in a little bit if you want. There, There you go.
Okay. I made a big mess. Oh well.
Well, come on with a rag.
Yeah. Oh well. That's just the kind of thing that happens once you're filming. You get rushed and you're more focused on making it look good. So this this format that we have going now, where we do a lot of things off camera, seems to work a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure. Like I say, I had this thing together and apart like 3 times yesterday. If I had that camera on, it would have been even worse.
Because it's just like an eyeball, ever judging. Right there.
But there's also...
With a million morons behind it looking at us.
Right. And
No.
There's also the edit.
Yeah. Me.
Okay, so now let's go out.
Should we put anything on the back of it, or?
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go out with a rag. You hold on it. I just want to
Wash
get
it
off
off?
some of that
Yeah.
caulk before it dries.
Yeah. It's just coming together like a little kit.
Yeah.
Like an expert made it.
That was kind of the thing, get everything pre-cut and then just assemble it, you know.
That's great.
And then we got some small, you know, the right size nails and stuff.
We should keep an eye out sometime for like nail guns to do tiny nails,
Oh yeah.
like for cabinetry and such.
Yeah, how much nicer would that be? Just go. Yep. When we get done, I want to go outside and smear my finger across some of that caulking to smooth it out.
Yeah.
And then when it's all painted, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Okay, that's that.
We just have to decide what what color to paint the house, eh?
Right. Well, I've got white, so I'm gonna put a layer of white on it because whatever color the house is, I'm thinking the white or the trim is gonna end up being white.
Yeah, true.
I have these labeled too.
So are those little sections you cut out?
All of this was all cut by hand out of big wide
Oh
boards.
my God.
All of this.
You really did need that table saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these.
You should have come and got it.
Well, see, I have them all labeled too. Bottom right in. These are the inner ones. Those are the outer ones.
Nice.
Bottom right. So that's this one here.
So what you're saying is when I'm not here, you're all organized and smart. Maybe I have a negative effect on you.
Well, like I say, sometimes when the camera's on, it's tough.
Yeah. It already looks really good. Being wood and all. You know, I bet in many ways, since this is that old lumber from like 1902 and such, I bet this is probably how a house would look when it was under construction back then.
Pretty similar because I did make this the way the original one was made.
Yeah.
You know, with these joints here, the way they're cut in like that. I made it just the way they did it. Because I thought, well, you know.
Because a lot of the lumber now, it's a lot lighter color because it's yellow pine that's second growth or whatever. This is the nope. This is the old growth stuff. This old growth, it's worthy of being having some more old growth in it.
Oh man, there must be something hard under there because I keep
yeah.
hitting the same thing and it just bends that nail right over. Trying to get it in without. I'm gonna put one more in the middle.
Oh, you're pretty much done, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to go outside.
That is beautiful. That's fucking gorgeous.
I want to go outside and smear that with my finger and then give her another little wipe. And avoid hitting the damn plexi and putting
Yeah.
stuff in it. But now, Like if I'm in the lawn with the lawnmower and I throw a rock at it, I mean, if I did that to a piece of glass,
Make a new glass.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's one thing about the plexi that I thought would be good for this application because I can hit shit with it with the lawnmower.
If I understand right, the plexiglass is also more insulative, right?
Is it?
I think so,
Maybe.
a little bit.
All right, let's go outside and give it a little smear.
Smear campaign? Wait, that's
Yep.
different.
Let me grab this scrap towel.
We should get you some more rags. You know, actually,
I got a whole bag upstairs somewhere.
oh, somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's in the one of the rooms there. I got a bag full of stuff.
Yeah.
God, all these things are just like rotting.
Uh-huh. There's not many squirrels around here to eat them, I guess.
Look at that.
That is gorgeous.
Just where there's. Yeah, I just want to smear that a little bit. My finger. You know, and then this is all going to get painted.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Is that working for the...
It is. It's
Oh, okay,
wiping it
cool.
right off.
And you know what? It might be one of those things where once it dries, almost like super glue, it comes off easier.
I think so, yeah. And a lot of this is on the inside too.
Mhm.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, here, what?
Look at that. So I'm gonna push that in, put a nail in, and that'll really
Want me to
tighten
push in
that
while
up.
you nail?
I think I can get her.
Okay.
Get her started.
Oh, yeah. Good. You know what I should make you? I should make
Yeah.
I should make you a hammer that has leather on the end so you don't scrape any.
Oh, right.
So it's like a padding.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I can make a narrow one, so it's like long and narrow.
You
can
know what? I never put one in the middle of this one. I might as well put a middle.
Yep.
It's tight,
But it could be tighter.
but I'm gonna put one in anyway. What the hell? I got 3 in on that side.
You didn't put two on that side, did
I
you?
did only put 2 in on this side. I got
Yeah.
3 in on this side. I might as well put 3 in on them all.
Yep.
And I'm purposely angling like this and staying away so I don't freaking scuff that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's taking that off.
We'll do lunch.
Do lunch.
Cool. That's really great.
Well, one thing,
In the magazine?
did you get a video of us going to that bookstore?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I bought that magazine. Did we show anybody that magazine?
Mhm.
Anyway, it's a magazine of like old craftsman houses. And there was one thing in there I seen on some of these craftsman houses that I want to do. And that is they've taken the trim boards like this and they've continued it all along the roof line.
Oh, yeah.
So like the whole side of the house is like framed.
Uh-huh.
And it's a different color than the...
I like that.
And it looks so good. And all it requires is just like continuing that board along. They put a little molding on there, but I want to take a board like that and continue it on there.
And we could probably actually get like the router or whatever that's needed to cut that board.
Well, they were using just like plain boards.
Oh, okay.
You know, the craftsman style seems to be all this flat, straight stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But
So you wouldn't go with this curved piece, you would go straight.
well, I do like that, but I think it would be just a straight piece.
Once it got to the top?
Down.
Yeah. But that's beautiful. You're quite chuffed at that.
I am really happy with my window. Look at that. And I can just imagine it with the trim on. I guess you can get one last shot when that's all done.
Yeah.
All painted. But considering that this was just an open hole when we started, loving it.
If the rest of the house ends up going this beautiful, it's going to be the most beautiful house in all the town.
Yes.
Yes. And you could sell it for $1 million fucking and go to Mars.
Move down to Boca Chica.
Yep, Boca Chica. Hey, let's get the table saw. Got my fence and this. Oh yeah, the blade. Diablo.
Isn't Diablo like the devil?
Yeah, the devil. The demon. Is there something going on down there? Like, oh yeah, they're tearing down they tore down that house. Holy shit.
What?
That 1915 house I was wanting to buy, they tore down.
Holy shit.
Huh. That was a beautiful brick house too. Wow. I can't believe they did that. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, why would they? You suppose somebody bought it and they're going to rebuild?
Well, there was a bunch of like druggies living in it.
Oh.
So who knows?
Well, I mean, it couldn't have been any worse conditions.
No, it wasn't worse. It wasn't worse than this house. Wow, wow. No wonder. I was wondering where all that stuff was coming from.
You know, why wouldn't somebody want that? Why wouldn't they try to sell it?
I don't know. Oh, right. So me and my mother went dumpster diving, and we found this and a cabinet. But this rag bin. We're thinking of making a workbench add-on for the table saw to be level with his workbench. Well, I'm gonna make a little cabinet thing where this can go underneath it to collect sawdust. Yeah, that was a 2-story 1915 brick house.
I cannot believe they wouldn't want to try to sell it.
No, did they demolish 2 houses?
Jesus, I don't know.
That's weird.
Or they're definitely clearing the land, I guess. I mean, I can't believe they wouldn't try to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the front porch. It had like a half wraparound front porch.
And he's digging up all the bricks, isn't he?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Just took her right down.
You know, it makes me wonder if so this is owned by some rich lady by the lake. So I don't know, maybe the town got on her for it and she didn't want to sell it. You know how these old people are, they don't want to sell the land, they just rather destroy it. But like that house was bought, that one back there.
Did somebody buy that?
Well, it was bought by the company, that one like realty company.
Because remember that day there were some guys here?
Yeah, well they were from the realty company.
Oh, that's kind of like my house, because I bought
yeah.
a realty company out of New York.
Yeah, like Castle LLC 27 or whatever.
Right.
Isn't that weird how they rebrand every year? Like every year they make a new number. That's kind of shady.
Because remember, the door was just open to the weather.
But that one's I think 1922.
That's a little house.
Yeah, it's a kind of junky one though. It has a full basement.
Look at that.
You know what? I bet they're gonna dump all that stuff in the woods back there.
Oh, I wonder.
And I'm gonna go take all those bricks when they do that. Oh.
Well, look at the trees. They look like they've been pushing shit back there already, maybe?
Yeah, they've been hauling out all those trees. Weird.
Damn.
Who knows? You'd like to think they're gonna make something here, but they probably won't. They'll probably just leave it as a big open scar. But hey, you know what?
Sell it as an empty
Yeah.
lot, maybe?
Or she just keeps it until she dies. Who knows?
I seen some guys downtown. Remember that corner building?
Yeah.
That some guy bought and never did anything with? I seen some people there doing something. Maybe.
Oh, the big, the
next to the theater. Right on
yeah,
the corner?
the barn-shaped one.
Yeah. I don't know what they were doing, but
yeah, the town's finally making him give it up, suing him and such, because they sold him the building for like $100.
On the speculation that he was going to do something with it.
Yeah, he promised to restore it and he never restored it.
No, because he wanted to just turn around and flip it right away.
Yeah, he didn't even fix the roof.
Yeah, nothing. And apparently he was asking too much.
Yeah, he wanted to sell it back to the town for $90,000, and they're like, no, no, no.